What's the name of this podcast?
The Freakquency podcast.
Okay, yeah. That's dope.
There you go. Let's crack a cold one real quick. Today we got my boy Baidi, aka Macho, in the building.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? Your boy Baidi.
Cheers.
Let's crack a cold one real quick.
Thanks for being here with me, brother.
Thank you for having me, bro. I like the setup, by the way.
Thanks, man. You know, I prepped all of this just for you, bro.
Wow.
Just for your arrival. You're the man of the hour.
I feel special, man. I feel special.
So, my first question, bro, and this might be a given. Mm-hmm. This might be common sense, but I want to know how you got the name Macho.
It was a community. I did a couple years in community college, and believe it or not, at the time I was playing basketball.
Okay.
And I was probably like 230 pounds or so. So you could imagine a guy 5'11", 6 foot, 230, ripped.
Yeah,
pretty big for a basketball player.
It's a big dude.
So everybody was like, "What the hell?" But at the time, I could move, I could jump, I could dunk, or everything. So everybody was like, "Wow!" And they kind of just started calling me Macho.
Okay.
Back then, you know, and then my real government name is Baidi, but a lot of people kind of pronounced it Baidi. So I just ran with it. I was like, it's more marketable. You know, if I have my Instagram profile is Baidi, everybody could pronounce it, everybody could share it. So then I'm like, oh, what's that guy's name? How you spell it? They kind of like, oh, Baidi. Yeah. It kind of rolls off the tongue better. And it's almost identical to my real name, so it kind of works out perfect.
It fits the brand a little better too. Baidi, with all the fitness content and stuff you're doing, like.
I think so. It just worked, you know. It just worked.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a little icebreaker question because, you know, this is my first time meeting you. I don't know you. You don't know me.
Also, I'm sorry to cut you
Go
off.
ahead.
Also, want to say nothing's off limit. There's nothing you can't ask me. You guys me anything you want.
Okay.
Just for.
I'm gonna run with that, bro. You better not after this be like, no, what the hell was that?
No, never. I'm an open book, man. I mean, if you live life honestly, you'll get a lot more respect from your peers.
I really respect that. Just you saying that, I admire that. It's a little icebreaker question here, just to really weed you out, get to know you.
All right, bet.
What fictional character would you say you relate to the most?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go. This might be kind of cliche, but I really liked the Dragon Ball Z growing up. So,
Goku?
Yeah. At the time, my favorite was Vegeta for some time, but I always had the respect for Goku. He was different, man. Yeah. He was humble. You know, you want to be the when you're the strongest guy or the biggest guy, you know, whether it's in the gym or wherever, you want to have that level of humility. Nobody wants like a cocky big dude or the arrogant, like that's just, you know, nobody wants to be around that.
Because I feel like they expect that from a big guy. They're like, oh, he's probably gonna be an asshole. Yeah.
I think so. So usually people talk, once they talk to me, it might take them a while to talk to me, but once they talk to me, they're like, wow, you're really different than I thought. And I'm like, yeah, man, it's just muscles, man.
The girls are like, you're not like other guys. Oh my God.
Bro, I mean, I'm just like everybody else, man. It's just muscles, man. You build it, you lose it. You don't have it forever. It's a part of you. It shouldn't be your whole being. It's just something I do right now, something I love to do, something I enjoy, and something that I'm proud of. Yeah. But it's like money. You make money, you're proud of it, you spend it, but it doesn't define you. It's just something you got.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was gonna say that you shouldn't let it define you. You should just let it be a part of you. It's part of your lifestyle, really. You know?
So what happens when it's not here anymore, right? So
So are you from LA originally, or did you move out here with a dream like a lot of people do?
Originally from New York. My parents from Ghana, West Africa. They moved to New York when they were about my age.
Okay.
When they were about like late 20s, early 30s, they had us. I have an older sister, have an older brother, a younger brother, and an older half brother.
Big family, huh?
Yeah. So born and raised in the Bronx. From the beginning, us Cardi B's from the Bronx.
Yeah, in the Bronx, no cap.
Exactly.
It's mad brick outside.
Exactly. You know the vibes.
I know, bro. I was gonna wear my Timbs just for that.
Oh shit! Did I pull something out?
This guy's a little finicky, but you should still be good.
Oh shit!
You're good, bro.
My bad, bro.
You're good.
I spilled some of that energy drink, but it's almost.
It's okay. We can clip that out. They don't even know.
Well, I mean, we can leave it and keep it a bug, right? It's life, shit happens, right?
Keep it a buck. We from New York. We keep it a buck out here.
Exactly. Keep it. Nah, but we're from Bronx originally. Moved to Harlem in about high school. Then I moved to Brooklyn. That's where I met my girlfriend, and she acts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she acts. So she was going back and forth for work. She worked for a cousin who's an actor as well, so she got a little studio here. Came out here, check it out. I never went back.
Never looked back.
No, that was 2017, so we talking 6 years ago. Came to check it out. At the time, I didn't know if I was gonna move. I was like, let me just go check it out, assess it. Mm-hmm. And I didn't see any reason to move back, so I just stayed. You know?
I feel it, bro. It's a different coast, man. You probably got out here, you felt the weather, you were like, the sun? I haven't seen this in a while.
Bro, that was crazy to me, especially coming from New York. The weather was just perfect. And now in the winter, sometimes I'm like, ooh, it's a little chilly. But back then, I was, in the summer, I was in the, tank top and shorts, it was, compared to New York, winters could get down to, we talking about 10 degrees,
Arctic.
Yeah, blizzards, all that. So it was definitely refreshing. And the people here, New York is weird because people don't want to spend money in New York. They act like they have a lot of money, but they don't want to spend it. And they come into LA, as far as the personal training thing, people like to spend money out here. People actually want to spend money.
Yeah.
So it worked out perfectly for me. And then I was able to do some collabs and stuff like that. My business started growing, and I've been doing pretty good for myself out here so far.
Congrats, bro. It seems like LA's treating you right, man.
So far, so good, brother.
You made it your city, bro. You're the mayor of LA now.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, so far, so good, man. I love it. But New York, I mean, I'm definitely happy that I was born and raised in New York. It teaches you a grind and hustle like probably nowhere else. I mean, they say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah.
So I felt like you could drop me in the jungle, I could make it. And I came out here. I didn't save any money. I had no money in my bank account, nothing like that, no job.
You just sent it.
I just came. I had nothing, no job, no nothing. But I was confident in my abilities to be able to make something out of it, and I did.
Okay. So when you came to LA, you came with the mindset of, I want to do bodybuilding, I want to be in the fitness industry, I want to do that? Or did you come kind of with something else in mind and then incorporate it into that?
Yeah, so I always wanted to take the bodybuilding thing seriously, but when I was in New York, I was just so busy hustling and trying to survive that it always kind of took a back seat.
Yeah.
But when I came out here and I was able to just, because back then I was doing some training on the side, but like I said, people don't want to spend money. So I had to do a lot of bouncing, security guard, bodyguard work.
Okay.
I was doing private. I was actually doing sketchy job, but I was doing.
Get into it.
Yeah. I was a bodyguard at a brothel.
Oh, for real?
Over here we have Koreatown. Over there it was Little Korea, was it, New York? I think it's Little Korea, something like that. It's on 34, around 34th Street by Times Square. And then they introduced me into it slowly. First they had me working at a pool hall. Mm-hmm. And then there was this dude, and he was a super nice Korean guy. Hey. One day I went to get him in his little office, and I see a bunch of guns and stuff. I'm like, maybe this guy is more than meets the eye. Then slowly I started noticing like some of these girls walking in, and I'm like, these girls look a little, I didn't
scantily clad, bro.
Yeah.
You were like, something's not right here.
Something's not right. And to take it farther, he was like, we're going to give you a promotion. We like what you're doing. Because I have a way of being assertive and controlling the situation, but not being a dick. I'm not a rude person, but I can be assertive enough to get the job done without causing a scene. Whereas some bouncers, they got this ego, they ready to start, throwing people around and stuff. But listen, you don't have to take it there right away. You could finesse the situation. But if I have to get down, I get down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they like that. They like the way I handle things. It's discreet. Last thing they want is cops coming up, every day, right?
Yeah.
You don't need the bouncer with the temper. So
you're a liability at that point.
Yeah. So the promotion was like, we're gonna have you work down the block for my sister at this spa. It's a 24-hour spa. Right off back, 24-hour spa. Who's getting a deep tissue Thai massage at 3 a.m.?
That raised a couple red flags. You're like,
But they didn't say anything. But obviously, after a couple of weeks, I obviously knew what was going on. And then one of the ladies broke it down for me. Yeah, you know what's going on, right? I said, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what's going on. She said, you cool with it? I said, keep paying me what you're paying me. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with whatever. So I did that for a while. But it was a super convenient job. I would go nap. They would feed me. They would give me massages,
Okay. Massages, wink, wink.
the whole nine. It was cool. Some of the girls wanted to be my girlfriend and stuff like that. That's a little. I wasn't with that, but
yeah,
it was cool to have that attention at that age. I was like 22. But anyways, I was working these odd jobs and stuff like that. Came out here, I was able to pretty cool. First, I thought my first job was that I tried to do the independent thing, but people didn't know me yet. Mm-hmm. They knew me in the East Coast. I came out here.
You gotta build a name for yourself first, kind of get on your feet a little bit.
Exactly. So I did what every good trainer did. You know, went worked for LA Fitness for maybe a year or two.
Which one?
The one in La Cienega.
Bro, that's the first gym I signed up to when I moved to LA was that LA Fitness.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. When did you move to LA?
That was back in 2015. So I was probably going there 15, 16. Yeah.
That was before me. So yeah, I went there, did my thing, got everybody's clients came to me. And then, of course, I left and took all them clients with me.
There you go.
So that's how it really started. Until today, I have clients that I've had since then, 6 years ago. As long as you get the results, people come to you. You know, I'm not like a marketing genius. I barely even post clients as small as yourself, even though I should. But you get the jobs, and people see results, they talk. And their friends and family ask them, "How did you do this?" And they refer them to me. So word of mouth, it always gets back to me. So
that's what's up, bro. I feel like they could go through your page too, and obviously you got an amazing physique, so they can see you. They can scroll through your content, see that you know what you're talking about, and they can feel a little more trusting and willing to work with you, you know?
Exactly.
Like if someone was like, yo, this is my personal trainer, I'd be like, sign me the fuck up. Like, I want to look like that. What do you mean?
It works, it works. It works,
So, in terms of bodybuilding, you were recently competing.
Yeah.
I want to hear a little bit about that.
So, I did the Cal State Championships exactly a week from now. Exactly a week from a week prior to today.
Bro, I was trying to book you for this podcast, and I was like, I'm gonna give him some space. I was like, my boy needs to win. I want to hear some W stories.
Thank you, man. So, when I first got into bodybuilding, I've always had pretty good genetics, so I did well pretty fast at a young age. I won my first show. I think the first year I competed, basically. So I was maybe 23, and honestly, I got a little cocky. I started thinking I was a lot better than I was. I'm like, I'm beating all these grown men. I'm young. Yeah. So I let it get to my head, and then following that, I wasn't prepping as hard as I should. I wasn't doing the extra cardio, all that stuff. So then I kind of went on a losing streak, man.
Really?
So I kind of went on a losing streak. So the last show I had won was 2018 maybe. And then I hadn't won a show until this past weekend. So I hadn't won a show in like 5 years.
How long have you been competing?
I've been competing since my first show was 2016, I believe.
Okay.
So then I got a couple W's quick, and then I just got cocky. I'm like, I'm better than all these people, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm never outwardly cocky, right?
Yeah.
I would never say it out loud. You would never see me say, yo, I'm going to go destroy, I'm better than all these people. I'm not like that. But
like, I'll kill the competition.
Yeah.
Drink their blood, they're nothing.
Yeah.
They're beneath me.
So some people are outwardly cocky. I've never been like that. But inwardly, I thought nobody could fuck with me. Okay, can we curse on this?
Yeah, of course, bro.
Okay, so yeah, I thought nobody could fuck with me. So I was like, it's going to be easy money. But genetics or not, hard work always beats genetics. So I had people beat me that had no business beating me. So then it changed my mind. So this year I was all in. I wasn't going to leave anything up for chance. And I got into the best shape of my life, bought my best look, and I was able to win the super heavyweight class at the Cal State.
Super heavyweight. That's another thing. I was going to ask what weight class you were in.
Yeah, super heavy. So qualified for Nationals, which is the USA's in Vegas, July 28th, 29th. And the goal is to be Mr. USA. You know, it's not going to be easy, but I'll be honest, man. If I bring my best is going to be good enough. It's just a matter of bringing my best. And I'm very confident that my best will be good enough.
I like that.
So that's the goal. This prep was smooth. I've had coaches in the past. I recommend having coaches definitely in the beginning to teach you the ropes. But at some point, I'm a learner, and I'm a coach myself, so I'm a learner. So I felt like I had all the knowledge I needed, and what I needed with experience more than anything from the coach. And I felt like I had that experience after competing for 6 years. So when I had prepped myself like old times, and it was my best look ever. So I'm gonna continue to prep myself moving forward.
Okay, I want to dip a little into prep. What's prep like? Because I hear from other bodybuilders online or like people I know that prep can be hell sometimes, and you could be fucking malnourished, not malnourished, but like you could be dehydrated, you can feel a little crazy mentally. There's a lot on the line. Yeah. So what was your prep going into this most recent competition?
Man, I think more bodybuilders, it's like when they film their prep, they kind of just, you know, film it and talk about it, but they don't get deep enough. I think they need to express. I try to do that on my YouTube channel, this prep, and I think I came across. They don't do a good job of expressing exactly how hard it is. Mm-hmm. I think they don't want to come off as weak or complaining, and I get that.
Yeah.
Because it gets to a point, people ask me how you feel, and I get tired of saying I'm tired or I feel like shit. I just start saying I feel great, you know?
Yeah.
So I get why they do it, but I think it's important for people that are young getting to it to realize how much it takes out of you to get down sub 5% body fat. It's the most difficult thing you'll ever do in your life.
That's taxing on your body, bro.
It's taxing everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's funny, the hilarious question people tell me when they see me like a couple weeks out, they're like, bro, you look amazing. You know what you should do? You should just stay this shredded year round.
Oh, hell no.
And I'm like, you don't understand what you're saying. Listen, the reason why I'm not shredded year round is the same reason why nobody else is, because it's hard. And I want to eat.
Yeah.
I still want to enjoy my life and eat. I'm not trying to be starving all year round for the rest of my life.
Food is great, bro.
Exactly. And they don't understand it's not healthy to be for a man, even sub 8%. It's very unhealthy. You're malnutrition. My teeth start to hurt because like my enamel is getting, you know, tired. My feet hurt. Like you're malnutrition because you can't get enough nutrition from a guy my size on 2,000 calories. Even if I take multivitamins and greens product, I can't get enough nutrition to actually function properly.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not getting enough fats. Your brain goes, right? One time I was trying to drive to the supermarket a block away from my house and I got lost. I'm like, where am I going? I had to put in the GPS to drive 2 minutes because I didn't know where I was going. Yeah, I'm like, is it Alzheimer's? Or I'm
like,
too young for that.
I'm too young for this, right?
Yeah, but it's just your brain hasn't already. So that's what people don't talk about. You learn how to pretend. Mm-hmm. So you see me at the gym, you won't be like, that guy is suffering. You would be like, he looks a little tired. He's probably just a little tired. But you learn how to pretend and put it on, you know, like, hey, because I don't want people around me to feel any different. You know, I don't think my girlfriend or my friends should have to, you know, feel my misery.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I get to do what I love for a living. So, and there's people who really are starving, you know, whether it's West Africa or some parts of Asia, South America, or even here. I mean, there's a bunch of homeless people here, you know, that are starving and really can't eat. So 6 meals a day, you know, no carbs, it's not that bad. 2,000 calories, it's more calories than some people get in a week.
That sounds like a dream to some other people, man.
Exactly. So I understand this is first world problems. The reason why we complain here so much is that it's not because life is hard, it's because life is too easy. That's the truth. So when I go through something that's hard like that, it actually makes life better. So here on the other side of the competition, my endorphins are at an all-time high. I enjoy everything. I have a spoon of rice. I enjoy it. If I have a cheat meal, it feels like, you know, I feel like I'm having an orgasm, basically. You know, so it makes everything feel that much better when you deprive yourself. It's like fasting. Yeah. I grew up Muslim. Both my parents are Muslim. So, you know, Ramadan, fast, you know, it's to teach you discipline and to be appreciated. Because when you eat that meal, you appreciate that after that. So, so just to answer your question, prep was extremely difficult, but you hit a point where you're almost so miserable and it's so painful that you feel like this euphoric feeling. Okay. I'll be on cardio and I'm about to pass out and I'm going. And then I get this second wind and I wake up and then it's almost like your body goes in survival mode, right? Because it's like naturally you're in a forest and you have no food. You're not going to just lay there and die. Your body's going to turn something on.
Yeah, it's going to fight.
It's going to fight. So whether it's adrenaline or whatever it is, it turns it on and you feel euphoric and it actually feels good. And you feel that second wind and, man, you learn so much about your body and mind. I think it's a great sport. At the same time, I don't think it's for everybody. So you got to have the right mindset for it, the right discipline for it. But if you can do it, it'll be the best thing you do in your life. And then life becomes easy. Business becomes easy. And then
I feel like it makes you mentally resilient, it sounds like. And when 100%. You have mental resilience, you have resilience in all the other aspects of your life.
Exactly.
Like you said, you can apply that mindset and that grind to your work, your career, whatever other hobbies you have or want to like partake in, you know?
Exactly. So pretty much every successful bodybuilder I know, they're very successful in business and they're very smart. I know people who look at bodybuilders like meatheads, but to do something that 99% of the people on the planet can't do, which is build muscle, burn fat at the same time, and you look at that, you know how smart you have to be to build that physique?
Yeah.
You got to be damn near a genius because your body doesn't want to be that lean or that muscular.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of science behind the scenes that people don't see when you're like calculating your meals, your macros, how many calories you can get in for that day,
So there's so much. The way I speak, I don't speak like I'm like a super scientific person. I kind of speak, I put it in layman's terms.
Okay.
So even when I talk to my clients, I don't come off like a genius, but when they start seeing how everything works and ask me questions and I answer it, they're like, oh, this guy is actually, he doesn't come off, you know how smart he really is. But I've been doing this for a long time, so I have a lot of knowledge on this. But you have to be damn near a genius to peak for a show, and I love it, man. Honestly, I love it. You know, I love the good, the bad. You can't just love the good. You can't just say, I just love the good stuff in life. Part of being alive is good and bad. Yeah. You know, 100%. So you got to, without the bad, there's no good. It's all relative, right? If you don't have bad times, you don't have good times.
Yeah. And if you don't have bad times, then the good times can't feel good. That's really what makes the good times feel good, is like when you're kind of like in a valley and everything's kind of been going against you and you finally get those W's and you win, the good times just feel better.
But 100%. That's the only way to even appreciate it, you know. That's why people, if you look at like suicide rates, it never happens in lower class, like, you know, lower class, middle class, you know, environment, because we a lot of us have that variation. Our minds have been through such hard times that we can handle it. Mm-hmm. If everything in your life has been perfect from the day you was born, you had your dream.
To you.
Yeah. Perfect parents, perfect relationship. You got a Lamborghini for your first car. Let one little thing happen. Maybe one day you're in your 20s and you take a big lost investment. You end up jumping off the damn roof because
your girl breaks up with you or something.
You can't handle it. You end up stalking her and do something crazy because your brain can't take losses. So, you know, but having the variables of having bad times and having that level is actually great for you. Mm-hmm. You know, bad times make good times better.
Balances it out.
Yeah.
Something I want to touch on, you were talking about how people tell you like, oh, you should try to be this lean like year round, or you should stay this lean year round, you look amazing. Mm-hmm. And I think kind of where that mindset gets skewed for a lot of people is they see all these like bodybuilders and fitness influencers online, and they keep up a persona of like, oh, I look like this all the time, I'm always shredded. And a lot of people, they know that you can work out and stuff, but like I said, they don't know behind the scenes. They don't know that that's actually not too healthy for you to maintain those like body fat levels and stuff. And so they're like, oh, well, why doesn't everyone just do that? Or I should go do that, you know? So what are your thoughts with social media influencers and just kind of the bodybuilding landscape online? Because I feel like a lot of people do kind of, they spout a lot of bullshit. I'm not going to lie.
100%. Yeah. So before I answer that question, I just want to say, your drip is crazy, by the way.
Bro, I appreciate it.
I like I'm into the Crocs and the socks and the chains, all that. I like it. That drip is on point.
Thank you, bro.
You would do well in New York.
Hey, put me in, coach. I'm ready.
No, but where are you from actually originally?
I'm from Vegas.
Oh, okay, Vegas. I don't know too many people from Vegas actually. I don't know.
I'm the only one, dude. Yeah.
No, but back to your question. Yeah, the influencers. When it comes to social media, I guess just like anything in life, there's pros and cons. Mm-hmm. It's allowed a lot of young people to make a living for themselves without maybe college or without maybe a boss and stuff like that. And I think that's dope. I think that's epic. Yeah. If you can do that. But also it's caused everybody to think that they can do it. So everybody and their moms want to be an influencer. But you can't. It doesn't work like that. Some people have to be consumers. Some people have to be workers. Some people have to be bosses. Everybody can't do the same thing. So unfortunately, every single person thinks they're going to be an influencer and they're going to be rich. The people who are actually successful as influencers, that's not how they went into the game. They weren't trying, you know, like Bradley Martin might be the most successful fitness influencer. When he got into it, it wasn't even a thing. So he had no plans of doing it. Yeah. It's something that happened because he was doing what he loved and was passionate about it. It's always passion. If you're not passionate about it, I think people can see through it. I think you can go viral, you know, maybe get 1 million followers, but it won't last. I've seen that. I've seen people come and go. You can have 1 million followers 5 years ago, and today you're getting 10 likes.
Yeah.
And then you have to hide your likes. You see people hiding likes and stuff like that. Like, did they buy the followers? No, the followers are real. They just have no engagement. Nobody cares because they're not real. So I think you have those guys, but I think it's coming full circle. I'm seeing people who are passionate and growing their following, like the Trent Twins. You know who Trent Twins are?
Yeah.
They get some mixed reviews, but you got to respect them because, first of all, they keep it a buck at all times.
Yeah.
They always keep it a buck, and they're doing what they love.
Yeah.
And you can sense it. They love
They're
it.
passionate about
They're
it.
passionate. They don't have to pretend for the camera. They're speaking what they really feel. Everybody feels that, and you know, people, the hardcore guys like myself like them, and you know, maybe the weekend warrior type gym people like them as well because they got that vibe. So they kind of cross paths. Or like Chris Bumstead is Mr. Olympia, but he's also an influencer.
Yeah.
But he sends the right message as well. You know, he keeps it a buck. It's no fancy edits, no fancy posts. He's just Bumstead with the lisp and everything, you know. And I think people respect that. So you have that side, and you have the people who aren't necessarily passionate about it, but maybe they have pretty good genetics. Maybe they're cute, so they get a lot of likes because there might be a girl who started working out a year ago, and she has good enough genetics where she has a shape, she knows her angles, and she can get 1 million followers easily, and she spews nonsense just to, you know. And then you're like, wow, that's nonsense, but some people are going to believe it, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with the guy. I met one guy at the gym. He works out maybe 3 times a week, but this guy's genetics is flawless. So he has perfect abs and perfect arms, but he doesn't care about this. So he just puts out whatever he thinks to get views, unfortunately. And people follow and people listen to it. You can't really stop that. It's going to come out to the consumer to really dissect, you know, who's legit and who's not. It's just a part of the game. But I think all in all, the fitness landscape, I think it's doing well. You got the Liver Kings. Listen, if you believe that man looks like that from eating cow balls, I'm sorry, but that's kind of your fault.
Yeah.
You know, and they sell, boy. This guy, a friend of mine, John Bravo, does documentary style videos, and he broke down from the sales how much he makes, and
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But the people that buy it, they're not people who are into this. I think they're more of the average Joe that maybe do this part-time or.
And I think they, as like the fitness influencer or the Liver King, you know that. Those are the people you're marketing to on purpose because you know they're not going to research this shit. They're not going to look into it. They're just going to see you as the product, you as what you're marketing. Like, oh, you can look like this if you buy my supplements and eat cow balls, like you said. 100%. Or whatever. Yeah.
He's not trying to sell to me or you. You know he's on gear. Of course you know he's on gear. I know he's on gear. It's pretty obvious to us. But the average Joe, they'll be like, yeah, that's just cow balls all day. You know? So, and the crazy with the whole controversy, him getting caught, he's still making money. It didn't change because it wasn't us to begin with. So, yeah, so that's that. I think that's kind of negative. I guess I respect him as a businessman that he amounted so much money from this, but I can't respect somebody that much if they have no morals.
No. Yeah, the moral compass is kind of all over the place. You're kind of taking advantage of people at that point, you know?
Yeah, I think it's different if you avoid it maybe because if you're mainstream, I get it. Though I can't say, yeah, you know, I do TRT. It's not really taking steroids. It's just kind of, but obviously 50 years old, your test levels are going to start to tank. You can't look better at 50 than you did at 30. But I think he feels like if you say, yeah, I do TRT, people are going to say, you juice head. He's not no juice head. It's no different than a girl taking birth control or something. He's just optimizing his levels. Nothing serious. But I could see him not saying it because, first of all, he's in Hollywood.
Yeah.
They're very, Hollywood has a way of.
They're very prim and proper. They can't let that get out because
you can't go against the status quo in Hollywood.
Yeah, and their demographic that they reach is much larger. They reach the whole world, you know.
Exactly.
So when you have let's say an 11, 12-year-old that looks up to The Rock and he's like, that's my hero, that's my idol, I want to be him when I grow up. It's like you can't lie to that kid and be like,
you can't do that. Yeah, and to be honest, I'm not even against that. I don't know. I don't think The Rock should talk about gear. I don't think that's good for his brand.
It's not.
It doesn't make or even if you want to go to athletes, let's say a LeBron James. If you do some research, there's a lot of research showing LeBron James is on some kind of cycle, but as mild as it may be, but to perform the way he does.
Most athletes are, I feel like.
Exactly.
I think it was Nate Diaz before UFC. He had like a press conference or an interview or something, and he's like, everybody's juicing. He's like, everybody's on something out here.
Everybody's on steroids.
It was just like,
he's right, but I don't think it's in LeBron's best interest to mention it, because what we don't want is the high school kids going, everybody's juicing, let's all juice, because that's not what it's about. We're talking about people, playing ball for millions of dollars, who are reaching the age where they need, they're playing 82 games. These are big guys. You can't recover from that. How was Shaq recovering from, your 300-pound, 7-foot dude recovering from 82 games? That's hard to do, man.
It's hard to do.
And they're still lifting weights, and they're still, come on, man. They're playing all year round because they're doing the Olympics and they're doing the All-Star game. So I think it's in their best interest to take PEDs, if I'm being completely honest, But I understand why they didn't talk about it. You probably shouldn't, because it's going to give kids the wrong message. So I don't have anything wrong with it, against it. Besides Liver King just doubling down on it, lying.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have these mainstream sponsors. He's his own boss. He could do whatever he wants. So I don't respect that. I got to be honest.
So would you say PEDs, obviously, if you're playing at a very elite level, or, for example, you're bodybuilding.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just be transparent with stuff like that.
I
look up to like C-bums and stuff like that, and they're very transparent. Obviously, they're bro, I'm #1 bodybuilder in the world. Like, I gotta be.
Yeah, I think it's. But what I learned is the same reason why C-bum, he'll talk about it without getting too detailed. I do minimum stuff. His coach or brother-in-law said the exact doses, but C-bum never said the exact doses. I know why he doesn't. I'm an open book. I would love to just answer everything straightforward. And I did for years. On my YouTube, you can find videos of me saying my exact cycle for this prep or whatever. Only issue is that now that I'm noticing that when I'm doing that, these people aren't asking for like just small talk. Like if I ask Jay Cutler, hey, what do you take? It's literally just for fun. I just want to kind of just hear it.
Yeah.
But these people are literally asking because they want to literally do the exact thing.
Same thing. They're taking notes and being like, all right, I got to order this off Asian like black market. Like some weird shit.
Because where they at, the level they're at right now, the place they're at, they don't understand that it doesn't work that way, right? If I give you my workout, diet, and cycle, and you do it, you don't become body. You just become you on my cycle and my diet. So, but they don't understand that because it takes a while for you to grasp it. You have to go through it. You have to trial and everything. We're like, oh, this is what my body needs. This is what I can't eat what Ronnie Coleman eats because I can't digest it. I'm not Ronnie. I'm
not built like Ronnie Coleman.
I can't train like Ronnie. I'll be beat up. Shit, even Ronnie got beat up from training like Ronnie. So I'm definitely gonna get beat up. So then I started getting like hesitant. I'm like, these people keep asking these questions, and they go and do it more than likely. And I'm like, I don't know how I felt about that. So maybe I shouldn't be so direct. Maybe just answer direct questions, but not in correlation to me.
Yeah.
Be
around the bush with it a little bit.
Yeah, what do you think about this? I think this is great. Good starting dose would be this. Instead of me saying, this is exactly what I'm taking at the same dose at the same time. I say, oh, what are you on? Oh, I'm on test, Winnie, GH. I think that's being honest enough without saying this many milligrams, because that's when it gets like they got to do the exact thing. They don't really have to work your way to some doses, and it changes. I don't always do the same thing. Every time I do it, I start with the minimum. Some people, once they go up, they keep it there. I don't believe in that. I believe your body's set points change. Same thing when I start a diet. I don't start the off-season diet with 5,000 calories. I might start with 3,000, bring it up to 4,000, and my body responds well. Same thing when I start a cycle. Let's say these numbers are completely fake. This is not what I do. But it's completely fake. Let's say I start a cycle to test 300, then 2 weeks and I go to 400, then 500, all the way to like 750. That's me assessing it, rather where somebody might, they did their first cycle at 300, second cycle at 750, and every time they start at 750. I don't believe in that. But I think always start at the set point and see how you feel. Sometimes you don't need more. Sometimes you might start at 300 and make crazy gains. Keep it there. Start at 300, you don't feel anything. Then you go up, So there's safe ways to do it.
You got to see how your body reacts to everything.
I work with a clinic, Dynamic Health. They sponsor me. They do my blood work, optimize my health, make sure.
Shout out Dynamic Health.
And to make sure everything's good. Let's be real. How many people are actually doing that?
How many people are, and that's a question I have too, was how many people are actually enhance, but doing it the safe way, getting blood work drawn, seeing their actual test levels, seeing what their body can handle. I think like you were saying, a lot of people kind of jump into it blind, and they're like, they see like, okay, I like this guy and his physique. If I take exactly what he took, I'm gonna get there.
Exactly.
But it's like you were saying, you're macho, I'm flaco, bro. If I took the same shit you were taking, I'd probably react like crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
It might not work for me.
It might not respond how you, because you probably, I would assume you have a faster metabolism, right?
Crazy fast.
You could probably eat a lot and upper. So when you hop on gear, it's gonna increase your metabolism.
So I gotta eat more.
That's what I'm saying. So if you take a bunch of gear, but you can't match it with the food, you're not gonna gain any muscle. You know what I'm saying? But that's hard for people to grasp. There's no way I'm gonna take a cycle and not gain muscle. If you're speeding your metabolism and digestion, and you're not eating enough to match it, you think you're gonna gain. Where the muscle gonna? That's like, can you build a house with no bricks?
No.
It doesn't matter how much workers you have. All the workers come. You have 1,000 workers. We're ready to work. No bricks. Nothing's gonna happen.
No supplies, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell are we building out here?
Yeah. So first, I would have to get you to a point where you can eat enough food to put on size, even if it looks like softer or fat. Then you hop on the gear. Then those extra calories that are maybe turning into fat, now they turn into muscle. You know, so you have to know what you're doing. You can't just go into blind. Let me just take stuff. So you thinking you're gonna take my cycle? I have a very slow metabolism, so it's different. So you think you need to take my cycle and get yoked? You might get smaller to your. You might look like shredded, but you might actually get smaller, which is not something somebody expects when they hop on gear. But it's not what people think it is. People have this idea that you hop on and you become this alien,
fucking tank, bro.
And 70% or 80% of every gym you go to, guys are on gear, and you would never know because they just look like a regular guy.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, dude. I have a buddy at the gym, and I was talking to him in the locker room, and he's always working out with this group of guys. And this group of guys, they look great, amazing physiques, really built dudes. But then he was like, "Yeah, bro, they're always trying to get me to jump on SARMs. Like, they're all taking Rad 140 and all this crazy shit." And he's like, "I want to, but like, I don't want to do it." His was more like safety concerns, especially because SARMs is newer. Nobody really knows like what the long-term effects of that are.
That's the issue.
But it sounds like you're doing it safe. With SARMs, it's funny because people see it as a safer alternative, right? And so now a lot of like teenagers are doing it. A lot of young adults are getting into it. You got all the SARM goblins at the gyms and stuff. And shit, it seemed appealing to me at one point too. I was like, should I jump on this? Like, this is a new wave, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I like that you're very open and forward about your PED use, because a lot of guys are like, PEDs, what's that? You know?
Yeah, so some people, or you'll notice like people downplay it significantly, right? You have a pro sitting there, 300 pounds. Oh, what's your cycle looking like? Oh, around about maybe 300 tests. I'm like,
cap. Stop the cap.
I'm like, bro, you talking about replacement doses to look like a freak of nature. I don't care how crazy your genetics are, man. That you ain't being honest, but you just not. You're not gonna believe that. Ronnie naturally was a beast, but there's a huge difference between Ronnie natural and Ronnie on gear.
Yeah.
Even when he was natural, as developed as he was, you could look at him and be like, I believe it. He looks like he just is a pretty lean, bigger guy, big frame. But I could see him being natural. Even his face, I could see it. When he hopped on, you ain't gonna believe he's on 300 because he's not.
No.
So people down, I think they think they're gonna get more points, but the truth is, nobody cares. It doesn't matter to anybody but yourself. Your health is your own concern. I could care less what Nick Walker's on or Bumstead's on. It makes no difference. As long as Bumstead is like, okay, I have a kidney, I have a health issue, I have an immune disease. Let me be careful. That's for him to worry about. The judges don't care if he takes everything under the sun or not. The best physique wins. So you're not getting any points. Nobody sees what you do behind the scenes. Do it for you. If you know you have a kidney disease, it's your best interest to take it easy, which Bumstead is a smart man. In business as well. I'm sure he's doing bare minimal.
And I'm sure he got the best doctors and everybody helping him out on his side.
Well, he literally, he's part owner of Revive, which they have their own clinic and blood work and stuff. So he's getting top tier.
Top notch.
Top tier, optimization. So he'll be fine.
So with PEDs, let's get into some PED stories if you have any. Have you had
people love PED stories? I'm down to
man. Have you had any crazy reactions, side effects to any cycle you've ran in the past, or anything that just didn't really mesh with you well?
I would say in the beginning for sure. You know, as you get more experience, you know what you can mess with and what you can't mess with, and also your body adjusts. You get a maturity level that even if you feel on the more aggressive side, you don't act on it. It's not really part of you. But yeah, early on, you don't have that control. My first cycle, I tried to do my first cycle when I was 18.
Okay.
You know, because I'm like, bodybuilding is life. I'm going to do this long term.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it because there was times in my life where I almost stopped bodybuilding just because life got hard. So the last thing you want to be is be juiced to the gills for years and just quit, you know.
Yeah.
Granted, it's not that bad because even after the fact, I've been off of gear at one point for a whole year and I felt fine. But that's just me. Everybody don't feel fine off of gear.
Everybody's different, bro.
So that's perfectly. Right now, I came off of gear 2 weeks before the show because I get inflamed. Most people stay on about until a week out or a couple of days out. I hold water like crazy. So even just the injections, I get inflamed. So I got to come off early. And now I'm a week post the show. I'm still not back on. I'm going to give it another couple of weeks. So I'm probably going to be off of gear completely. Cold turkey, no PCT or anything for about 6 weeks. And I'm going to look the same. Yeah. That's me. I'm not saying...
Your results may vary.
you might come off cold turkey, lose your sex drive, and feel horrible. And I'm not saying people should come off turkey. I actually would recommend people do PCT or stay on TRT. That's what I recommend. I'm just saying what I'm doing for me. That's it. You got to preface that. So, so the results may vary. But as far as side effects, early on, okay, I said I was trying to do that 18. Dude sold me a bottle from the gym. This dude was kind of a loser. But I met him through a friend. I trusted a friend. I didn't trust him. Mm-hmm. Took the shot. Leg got swole up like crazy. Did in my quad. I'm like, okay. I don't think it should be that swollen, but I'm all in. If this is what it takes, I'm going to do it. Every shot, crazy swelled up. So I ended up doing maybe 6 shots, which took me to 3 weeks. 3 weeks is when the testes should kick in. Mm-hmm. Didn't feel nothing. Did another week, 4 weeks in, didn't feel nothing. At that point, realized it was fake. Yeah. It was bunk. So that kind of scarred me. I was like, maybe this is for me. So I waited probably like late in the 19th, like close to birthday in September. So we're talking about maybe like August. I was going to wait till I was 20, but I had that itch again. So went and copped it. This time I wanted to make sure it was good. So there was a guy I knew at the gym who was a pharmacist, farm tech or something like that. Pharmacist tech.
It's always good to have a pharmacist homie, bro.
Exactly. So he's like, bro, I'll get this prescription. This is my prescription. You ain't got to worry about that. But I'm going to charge you $200. I said, that seems about, that's a hefty price. But at this point, I ain't going to do no more fake shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, it seems fair for quality, right?
Exactly. So I was like, maybe I could just do lower doses and take it, more often. So that's exactly what I did. And within a couple of weeks, I felt it, and I started making gains.
It's the good stuff right here.
Yeah, I started making gains right then and there. And the first cycle, I didn't use any anti-estrogens, didn't control my estrogen, so got a little puffier than I should. Okay. That's the side effects, but that's not that bad of a side effect. Aggression, not really much aggression for me.
Okay. Honestly, I'm like catching your vibe right now. Mm-hmm. You seem like a pretty calm, mellow dude. Yeah. I feel like the aggression, I have a homegirl that she competes as well, and her boyfriend competes. And she was saying that her boyfriend doesn't get really aggressive, but he gets very emotional. So like his emotions will be kind of spiking, and he'll like cry a lot, or he'll do something, but not so much like classic roid rage, like people say, It
makes you more of you. I've seen people who are like really funny people get on cycle, and they're even funnier.
It just amplifies you as a person. Pretty much. So if you an angry dude, you're just gonna be angrier.
I know depressive guys, they get more depressed. That's a slippery slope.
That is a slippery slope.
I know cocky guys get more cocky. And then you stay with the emotional. When I watch like a movie that's emotional, I kind of get a little choked up, but I never actually cry. Right? Mm-hmm. When I'm on cycle, I start getting teary.
Let it flow, bro.
The tears start flowing. But I used to be like, wow. Then I used to try to hide it. I'm at a point now. I'm like, but I'm a grown ass man. I don't gotta hide nothing. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's macho to cry, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. Everybody got feelings. So now when I watch an emotional movie, if it comes, it comes. You know what I'm saying? So it makes you more of you. So that's really all I got from that. But that was Test and D-Ball.
What is up, my Floral Freaks? I got an amazing opportunity for y'all today. For anybody that's a new marketer, small business, influencers out there, Apex Marketing is taking brand development to a whole new level. They are introducing a free Discord community, a game changer for anyone looking to make their mark in the digital world. This exclusive community is designed to provide you with valuable resources, expert advice, and a supportive network to help you thrive. Whether you're seeking guidance, social media strategies, website optimization, influencer marketing, anything, Apex Marketing's free Discord has got you covered. It's a hub of knowledge and collaboration that will elevate your skills and propel your brand forward. So don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. It is free, guys. It is a free Discord community. All links are below in the description, guys. Go ahead and check them out and take your career to the next level.
My first trend cycle, it must have came my first prep, which was a few years later, because if I was 19, I didn't compete till I was 22. Let's say 3 years later, I did my first cycle of trend.
Were you a little nervous getting into that? Or do you think that you had been doing PEDs long enough that you were like ready for trend?
For the trend?
Yeah, because that's kind of like the big leagues of PEDs, right? That's like
100% big league.
That's a bold leap right there.
But at 22, man, I feel like you think you got everything under control.
Yeah.
You feel like...
Also, the younger you are, bro, you just feel invincible.
Yeah, I just felt like... Honestly, I didn't even think about it hard enough. If let's say if it was now, I was going to do trend now at 30, I would really think about it. But at the time, you don't think that deep. You kind of just be like, I heard it's stronger.
Yeah.
It's literally like 5 times stronger, but it shouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah, you don't even think about it. You're like, it's going to get me bigger? Fuck it, let's do it.
But my brain at the time, while I was on it, I actually thought I was fine. I thought I was a little bit more aggressive. I was like, not a big deal, just a little bit more aggressive. Now, when I came off the cycle, and then I went back to how I really am, then I looked back and I was like, holy fuck, I was in a different world.
Really?
I wasn't even me. And I'm looking back like, did I really do that? Like this girl, I told this girl to fuck off. I yelled at my mom. I would never yell at my mom. Like, we Muslim, like, Muslim yelling at your mom.
It's
like,
respectful. It's all respect to your parents.
You'll never see no African, West African yelling at their mom. Like, you can't. I'm like, that was that me? But it took me afterwards getting off and actually coming to my senses to realize that. So then from then on, I was cautious. Every time I get on trend, I try to do the opposite. I try to be as soft as possible.
Yeah.
Anything that happens, you're right. You got it. Just to avoid that.
Yeah.
And I did that long enough that now I don't even notice it. I'm on trend. I feel exactly the same, and I've done it long enough that now I only do it for the last 6 weeks of a show. Mm-hmm. And when you're on diet that long, you're kind of brain dead anyway, so you feel the same. You're just tired and hungry.
It's just another supplement in the mix, pretty much.
Exactly. So nowadays I don't really feel it, but with this TikTok stuff, with all these people telling like people to do trend their first cycle.
Yeah, it's almost romanticized now. Everybody's like, just jump on trend, bro. You're gonna love it. Like, you're gonna get big.
But I'm telling you, teenagers and young adults on trend is very, very dangerous. Not the health effects, not like, oh, your red blood cells. Mentally, bro, your life, you can make some choices that you're not aware of while you're on it and really fuck up your life.
Here's the thing, bro. I think of myself as a teenager, and I'm a completely different person now. Obviously, I'm older, I'm grown, but I was fucking reckless back then. And that was off nothing. That was just me being a teenager, growing up and getting super hormonal, getting all these new feelings and all this stuff. So I was doing, and especially when you get a group of teenagers together, a group of teenage boys, and you got all those hormones together, it's like a mosh pit of hormones, and everyone's like, let's go fucking vandalize a school or some shit,
But it's so rough. Yeah.
So gear in the mix, I can't imagine.
Yeah. And I around that time, I actually met Larry Wills. You know Larry Wills?
Yeah.
I met Larry Wills he's from New York too.
Okay.
And at the time, if I was 22, he was maybe like 19 or so. And we trained together for a little bit, and it was just pure savagery, bro. Because we were just feeding off that young trend energy, and we was just going ballistic. Larry Wills nowadays is a much calmer person. I'm talking about Larry when Larry didn't have the money. He was Larry Williams. That wasn't Larry Wills. That was Larry Williams. So he was, bro. He's from the Bronx. Yeah, he's from the ghetto. You can't tell now because his life. He made a big change in his life. Being from the hood doesn't mean you have to be hood. I don't consider myself hood. Mm-hmm. Maybe I have some hood tendency deep down inside, but I don't consider, you're not where you're from. So now you see him, you would think he grew up in Dubai or something. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell. But that was a little more ghetto, Larry. But yeah, but that was fun times, and I felt so invincible. Like I would see like the gangs hanging out in the building. I would walk right through them like this, just like staring at them. Yeah, like it's stupid. Like, I'm gonna shoot you, bro. Like,
literally.
You think muscles is gonna help you when you get shot? It's not, but you're just so hyped up. But they will be kind of shocked. Like, he must know something we don't. They're scared too. Like, I don't want to get shot. Like, because they're like, this guy is too confident in me walking through, you know?
Bro, bullets are the only weakness to a buff guy.
Exactly. And they would tell me that when I was bouncing, they're like, I wouldn't fight you, bro. I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah,
and I would be like, well, you have to go back to your car to get it.
By then, I'm gone, bro. I'm out there.
It's gonna be tough for you know. I'm gonna close the gate by the time you get back, bro. I'm not fighting no guns, bro. Come on.
Nah, bro. All that shit's pointless, bro.
What we doing, bro?
I've seen a lot of people just throw it all away just to be hard or that gang life or whatever.
And you know what happens? They get shot and killed.
Yeah.
And you people tell the story for like a week. Yeah, but he wasn't no pussy. He stood his ground. Okay, 2 weeks later, nobody cares.
Okay, but he's 6 feet deep, bro. I'm still out here breathing. Like,
exactly the point, bro. Give it up. They want your watch. Give it. Give that shit the fuck up. You know. I heard the Pop Smoke story. He was fighting back. I heard, right, when he came to his house.
I haven't looked too deep into it, bro.
From what I heard,
was more so mourning the loss. I love Pop Smoke.
I love Pop Smoke too. You know, but come on, we didn't expect Pop Smoke to give anything.
Nah.
Pop Smoke is not gonna give you anything. He's not gonna give you his chain.
Yeah,
that's just Pop Smoke.
He was as real as it gets, bro. You even watch interviews and he's like, I'm about that life. Like,
yeah, I don't expect anything like, so I wouldn't even judge him on that. You don't expect anything less from Pop. Of course he's gonna fight back, and that's just what it is. You know, whatever it is, what it is. You know, so I think people have the right to make their own choices, however they want to go, or however they want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So if you ask me, I mean, 5 years back, I'll do the same thing. I'll fight to my last breath, but nowadays I don't.
I feel like it comes as you age and you grow up and you kind of start to value other things in life.
100%.
Career, a family, maybe you want to have kids, wife, whatever.
Yeah.
Life just kind of gets a little heavier, a little realer, and you're like, man, maybe I should outgrow some of these things that I'm doing.
Exactly. You know? A couple of weeks ago, I was leaving the gym. I had my gym bag, and I was walking, you know, to get to my car, and I walked like through 2 cars. Literally, like the thing of my bag, like this little thing, touched this dude's Hellcat. And he walked down the window. He's like, "Hey,
you already know he a hothead." If
that's what I'm saying. He walked down. He's like, "Hey, watch it, huh?" And I was like, "I didn't like that tone," but I was like, "Okay," and I just ignored it and went to my car. If there was his back and he thought like, "What you want?"
What you say?
but for what? Like for what? What's gonna happen in that situation? If he sees me and he's not in no way intimidated, he probably got a little secret. He probably got a little something with him. You know what I'm saying? Listen, from my experience, anybody with a Hellcat got a gun in there. He got a gun in there. You know what I'm saying?
That's fact.
So, you know, I actually had a Hellcat for a little while. You know how much times they got broken into?
All the time?
So many times. But it was in the parking lot with security and got broken in. I'm like, I think security has something to do with that at that point.
You were like, it probably was security, bro.
I was like, bro, did you not hear the alarm? Oh, man, I'm sorry, busy.
He's like, I'm legally deaf.
I'm I can't hear. So it's not even worth it. I put a bunch of miles on it, depreciated it. When I sold it, I lost like $5,000. So I was like, maybe Hellcats is not the vibe.
That's the thing about cars, bro. They lose their value as soon as they leave the lot. Unless you put a lot of, like, you know, time and energy and you kind of soup it up, then it kind of can retain that value.
My best bet would have been having a daily driver and then leave it in the garage. But it's like, I'm going to spend all this money and not drive something.
Not drive it?
That's weird. So it was a daily driver. Everybody like, why would you daily drive a Hellcat? I'm like,
why would I buy a Hellcat and not drive
why would I? Yeah, I'm like, whenever I can't afford it, I'm going to sell that, you know? And I got to a point where I felt like if I keep depreciating it, I'm not going to be able to sell it because I'm going to be under like 10 grand and I'm not trying to pay 10 grand. So I was like, I'm at like 5 grand now. I think I gotta go.
Yeah.
But nowadays when they make the electric, I could have kept it somewhere else, but I would have had to keep making these payments. Payments was like $1,000 a month.
Oh hell no, bro.
So we ain't doing that, you know. So next time I do it, I'll go through my credit union. I'll put a lot down, no more than $500-600 a month. I'll do that, but
that seems reasonable.
Yeah,
$1,000 a month is a lot just for a car, bro.
My insurance was $1,000 a month.
And live in that car, bro.
But can you believe my insurance went up to $1,000 a month just for having a Hellcat?
Yeah.
So we're talking about $2,000 a month just for a car.
That's crazy.
Come on, bro.
That's like an apartment.
I could open a gym for that.
Yeah.
If I don't need a Hellcat. I could literally open a gym for that. You know, so it's like, you know, I don't know. Just to have a Hellcat so that one dude could say, yo, that's
I like
fire.
your car,
you get to the
bro,
gym,
yeah.
yo, like once a week, yo, that's it right there.
It's always the
For
dudes
what?
too, bro.
Bro, now I got a Daytona Charger. 90% of people don't even know the difference between the Hellcat and the regular Daytona Charger.
Yeah.
It sounds the same. Like I hit the gas, it gives me the same sound. It ain't giving me the same takeoff.
Yeah.
But my girl be like, whoa, she thinks it's just as fast.
She's like, slow down.
So for most people, same difference. We know the difference,
Yeah.
you know. But I wasn't going racing or anything. It was pointless, you know.
That was my dream car growing up, actually. Like in high school, I was like, I want to get a Hellcat.
But it's always been my dream car.
Yeah.
And when we get back, I'm gonna get it again one day. Just it gotta make sense, bro. You got first, you know, you itching. Once you start making a little money, you want to like feel what you never felt before, right? I always wanted these Jordans. I can never forget. I'm buy. Then you buy 20 Jordans and you're like, okay, I think I'm over it.
Yeah.
you buy the dream car. Oh my God, you on cloud 9 for 5 months. After the 5th month, now you're calculating. Okay, I'm spending this much on gas. And then you're like, yeah, this ain't it, bro. This ain't it. And then you just get smarter. And that's why you see these people making good money at 40, 50 years old, driving their Volkswagen because they're over it.
They don't give a fuck.
They did it. They over it.
Dude, that's kind of how I was. I drove a Hummer H3 at first. That was my first car.
I like that too.
Loved it, bro. I fucking loved it. I could go anywhere. I was driving over medians like an asshole on curbs just because I could, you know.
I like that, yeah.
And eventually I had transmission problems, so I got rid of it. Got a BMW.
There you go.
And the BMW was nice. It was cool. But it didn't mesh with me.
It didn't
wasn't
give you
really
that
my
vibe.
vibe. Yeah, at first I was like, ooh, I got a Beamer and stuff.
But that's important.
Yeah.
Like, as a guy, you got to feel that connection with your car.
Yeah, but then after a while, I was like, I'm not really vibing with this either. And same thing. Maybe it's just the way I drive, bro. But the transmission failed on that car too.
it might be you at this point.
Yeah. I don't even like stop completely when I shift. I'm just in driving and shift into reverse. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But then after that, I was like, dude, I've had so many car problems. I've had so many stuff. I don't want to have a crazy car payment or anything.
Yeah.
I just copped a Kia Soul. I was like,
Bro,
this will
there
get
you
me
go.
point A to point B. When I'm ready to have another nice car, I could get that nice car. But right now, it wasn't a priority for me, you know?
Honestly, I'll be honest. I don't think it should be a priority until everything else is set.
Yeah.
I would say as far as you got your, I don't know, but LA, having a house in LA is a little different. But most places you live in the US, until you have like your house, you have this, you have life insurance, you have the whole 9, then a car. Because the car, you're not gonna like retain value if you retain anything at all. So I think that should be last on the list. Point A, point B, that's it. And you should keep whatever with that car. You should keep that car. You should have enough to get that other car on top of it and to keep that as a daily drive. But that should be last on the list.
Yeah, it should complement the lifestyle. It shouldn't be a priority in the lifestyle.
100%.
Yeah.
But I think it's important for you to experience that first, to know that you enjoyed it, but you could do it without it. So you have to make that mistake of getting that expensive car and being like, you know what, I'm ready to sell it. Because if you don't, you're always gonna be like, I gotta, you know, I should do it. So if you can do it, just make it a short amount of time. If you could even lease it, that would be cool. Because I think there's less, you know. So I think that's always a good idea.
Dude, I want to ask you something real quick.
Of course.
I'm like thinking about how you said you kind of had a big family growing up, a lot of brothers and sisters, and you're from New York. And growing up in New York, like you said, in the Bronx especially, I feel like it can be easy to get into some kind of crazy shit, some
For
other
sure.
stuff that really isn't going to benefit your life in the long run, you know? And it's a place where you got to have grit. You got to have edge,
hustle.
determination, hustle especially. So can you get a little bit into like what your childhood was like, what kind of like your upbringing in New York and your upbringing as a person?
I mean, to be honest, as I get older and hear other people's stories, I'm pretty appreciative of it. And now I think it wasn't that hard. At the time, I felt like it was pretty difficult, and even all the way to like my early 20s, I felt like I had a really difficult upbringing. I didn't get to have fun or anything like that. But now looking back, I'm like, you know what?
Were your parents strict?
Oh, super strict.
Yeah.
Super strict. I mean, you have to be a doctor and lawyer, you know.
Yeah.
Where are you from originally? What's your
So-
ethnic background?
Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah, both my parents are Mexican. My mom is from Mexico.
Are they super strict as well?
They were strict, kind of like growing up.
beginning.
And then once I hit high school, my mom was like, I'm gonna give you the freedom to like live your life,
Oh,
make
that's
your
dope.
own mistakes.
That's
but
dope.
Just don't do nothing stupid. She kind of like kept me on a leash, but not super tight.
Okay,
you know?
so but I do feel like most like foreign parents or immigrant parents,
They're usually strict as hell.
they're
yeah.
usually pretty strict. Yeah, but I mean, West African parents, man, or like Middle Eastern parents, or even
Even in religion, you said you're Muslim, right?
Yeah, they're
religious.
super.
They hold you to like a higher value system, and there's a certain way you're raised. And
I agree.
yeah,
It's almost unrealistic sometimes, you know. But yeah, so it was super strict. But I appreciate that. I appreciate now. It kept me out of trouble, but they also didn't want me to back down. So they're like, "Yeah, listen, if somebody punches you in the face, you punch them back." It wasn't knowing that. Oh my God, run and tell the teacher. No, you punch them back. So you
handle it yourself.
Exactly. So I I would never get in trouble at home when that would happen. But yeah,
Were you like a good kid growing up?
I was a super good kid, straight A's all the way until what was middle school? No, all the way into middle school, I was a straight A student.
Okay, that's about when it gets hard.
Yeah. And in high school, it kind of flipped the switch. I no longer was like it's always there. I think everybody can be a straight A student.
Yeah,
it just has to kind of be your thing. But I just lost complete interest in
that's
anything.
the thing. Most kids, they hit high school and they're not even interested in the curriculum because their
I wasn't.
curriculum is like a one size fits all.
So boring.
And you
so
got
horrible.
kids that are like, I don't even want to do this when I grow up. I want to be.
I don't.
In your case, like a bodybuilder, I want to be an actor, musician, or something. I don't want to learn about no Pythagoras' theorem.
No,
and shit.
it felt like a waste of time. So
yeah,
in high school, I kind of switched over to I just like to sports. So I switched over. I was cut all my classes, not all my classes. I cut all the boring classes to go play ball and lift weights, and that's all I did basically. I would maybe go to a couple classes, and after that, I would go to the gym. The deans and stuff were pretty cool with me. They would let me in. You know, the gym teachers, they usually kick people out, but
they're like, we'll make an exception for you. You go.
Yeah, and I was a pretty good athlete, so they didn't mind too much. So it got to the point where one of the custodians, I would break into the weight room. I found a trick with the handle that I could kind of like get into it, and then he would see me there so much that he just gave me a key.
Oh, for real?
He gave me a key, and then I would go lift weights, and then one of my friends stole the other key to the actual gymnasium to play ball. We would come to school on the weekend and use the key to come in and play ball.
Play ball and lift weights.
Yeah, and that was beautiful. But then at that point, yeah, I was basically I was barely passing. I was like a 65% student. I was just doing the bare minimum to pass.
Yeah.
They'll tell me, hey, you haven't been coming to class, you're gonna fail.
As an athlete too in high school, don't you have to meet a certain curriculum requirement, like a certain GPA or something like that?
Yeah, you do.
It's
So
like a bare minimum that you have to reach.
I would wait until like halfway or deeper and be like, okay, what do I have to do to hit these goals? I'll tell the financial counselor, and she'll be like, they want you to pass. They want you to get out of there. It's funny because I think kids be thinking like they want to fail you.
It's against me. The system's out to get me or something.
They want to get you out.
They're trying to get you out of there.
That looks good for their numbers. You think they're gonna go to the superintendent and be like, everybody failed? Like they want everybody to pass. So they were trying to do everything. She would be like, oh, you gotta go to every class. You gotta get this much. And I was smart enough to be able to do it because I could have done it the whole time. I just didn't want to. So then I would clean up and then I would fix my grades and barely pass. You know, I'll be honest. I'm surprised I did graduate. Because in the back of my head, I was like, I don't know if bare minimum is going to be enough.
A close call.
But I'm good with my back against the wall. So back against the wall, if no way I'm telling my mom I got left back, she would probably.
She beat your ass, bro.
My
mom would beat my ass.
She would beat my ass.
With the chancla.
Yeah. There's zero chance I'm doing that. Yeah. So I didn't let it come to that. I did whatever I had to do toward the end to pass. And I would always end up scraping by. Yeah, as far as the gang stuff, things like that, never got into it. Never got into anything serious. The street side to a point, but I'll be honest, everybody in New York hustles.
Yeah.
We all sell drugs. You know, it's nothing crazy. We're not making crazy money.
Part of the lifestyle. Bro.
Yeah, we all did that. For me, it was mostly just weed.
Yeah.
So I never get kicking myself to fucking like sell crack. Bro, imagine having crackheads pulling up to
No,
That's not a
seems like
thing.
a sketchy
That's
situation.
I would just be at my jobs. I worked at a hotel at one point, and I would just sell weed there. I would sell a little bit of weed to my friends, but I wasn't trying to mess with the hierarchy because people got their spots. I'm not trying to sell weed in somebody's spot, and then somebody be like, hey, you sell weed in my spot? Yeah, boom, I'm dead.
Yeah. What's up, bro?
What happened? Nah, that's just your last day here. Like, I'm not doing that. So I kept it low key. Just made enough to support my own, at the time, my own weed habit. And, you know, maybe some of my, like, workout supplements and stuff, but nothing crazy. Just try to balance it, you know. But that's about it. I never got too deep into anything. So, listen, when it comes to the streets, you mind your business, you're going to be fine. I lived in the projects, like, in the hood. I've never been jumped. I've never been shot. You mind your business. You'll be fine. Yeah. Go to school, go to work. Don't hang out there, you know.
That's so funny, bro, because my mom tells me the same thing about, like I said, she's from Mexico. And obviously there's all the cartel violence and all the stuff that happens with that out there. And she'll always have friends ask her, like, oh, I'm so scared to go to Mexico. Like, I don't want to visit and all this stuff. And my mom's always like,
they don't want to bother you.
Yo, they don't want to bother you.
They got bigger things to think about.
She always says, just mind your business. Like, do what you got to do, but don't get, like, crazy. Don't get too involved with a bunch of motherfuckers and you're going to be fine. Like, you could go down there and enjoy it. It's a beautiful. You been to Mexico?
Yeah, I have.
Beautiful,
I love,
bro.
Think about it. These people have so much things to deal with day to day.
Yeah.
They got people that, I got to kill this person at 5. We got to jump this dude at 5. Last thing they want to do is add more to the list. Like, okay, who are you? Okay, we're gonna go beat you up. Like for fun. They're not. It's all about money. Like really, they all hustling. So nobody wants to bother you for the fuck of it. You go around doing weird stuff. You know, you sleeping with a girlfriend, or you know, doing selling stuff.
If you involve yourself in a way you shouldn't be, then you're gonna end up on their list. But for the most part, it's organized crime for a reason. It's fucking organized. Like
just mind your business. So it's the same thing on the streets, gang violence, stuff like that. You know, just don't get involved, and you'll be fine, man. Nobody wants to bother you. Just don't bother anybody else.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Okay, I want to ask you a couple fun questions just to round this off.
Of course.
Obviously, when you're prepping for a competition, there's probably a lot of meals that you can't eat, but you really want to fucking eat. So on a cheat day, what is like your guilty pleasure cheat meal?
So the beautiful thing about this last prep is my starting point was already the leanest I've ever been in the off season. So I was able to do a full cheat day first every other week. Then it got to every week all the way to like 3 weeks out. So I wasn't too deprived because I was able to, you know, the thing is, even if you have a cheat day, your stomach has shrunk. So you can only get so much in. Yeah. So I was able to do that. So that was fun. In the past, I would go 3, 4, 5 months without any kind of cheat meal, and that sucks. Yeah, that sucks, you know. But yeah, you said like my go-to. Yeah, man, I'm pretty simple. I love oxtail for some reason, like the Jamaican style oxtail.
Oh, okay, I've never tried it. It sounds amazing though.
I love it. It's just like a really fatty steak, and the good thing is you feel good, right? Because mind you, if you don't eat any junk food for weeks, and then you go have Chinese food, I mean, like let's say Panda Express. It's gonna mess up your gut really bad, you know, a milkshake or something. So that's always cool. I love cookies, man. I'm a cookie guy.
There you go.
Crumble is
that's
my
your
thing.
Weakness, huh? That's your kryptonite.
I love crumble. And there's this company, My Cookie Dealer. They mail it out to you. Okay. They mail it out within like
discreet, 24 hours. Bro. In little black packaging, you don't even know what it is.
Yeah. And the funny part is it's called My Cookie Dealer, right? Yeah. It's like and they'll be like, I forget that they'll use like funny words like in their marketing, like stash and we cooking it up, like stuff like that. And the part owner, it's a husband and wife. The part owner, he was actually locked up for years, so he probably was actually
he was about that life, bro.
Yeah. So, but they played into it, and it's cool marketing.
That is great marketing, bro.
And those cookies make crumble cookies look like a piece of paper. Like they're over 1,000.
Look like little leagues, bro.
It's over 1,000 calories each. But honestly, it's too much because the minimum order is 10. Bro, 10 of these, I gotta put in the freezer because, bro, crumble. I could eat 3, 4 crumble cookies if I'm hungry
and still feel good about yourself.
Yeah, this one you have a tough time eating one.
For real.
Yeah, it's that dense. So but it's really good. Try it out. It's on Instagram, my cookie dealer.
My cookie dealer. I'm gonna have to check it out. Be
So,
like, hey yo, I heard you're the plug.
Yeah.
Shoot
All right,
me
the plug.
some over.
So yeah, cookies, oxtail is my weakness. I love a good burger and fry too, but like quality, no, I don't do no McDonald's, Burger King. It got to be like a restaurant style burger.
You fuck with In-N-Out?
I do it.
Everybody fucks with In-N-Out.
But it's funny because it's not quality, but it's better than McDonald's.
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
McDonald's is dog shit.
Oh my god, it's like cardboard.
Yeah,
you know. But
that's how I feel about In-N-Out's fries, though. They got a like cardboard consistency. I'm like,
I'm not the biggest fan. Like I get the fries just to like take a couple of bites while I eat the burger, but I'm not getting into the fries like that.
Yeah,
I like Five Guys. It's pretty. You know, I don't even consider Five Guys like fast food. That almost looks like, it almost feels like a restaurant burger. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But some of these restaurant burgers are crazy. I know Cheesecake Factory got some real good burgers.
Okay.
Me and my girl gonna go to this spot we seen on TikTok. Man, this burger spot is ridiculous. I don't even know how you could physically eat some of these burgers. For real? One of them was like dipped in cheese, the whole thing. I'm like, how do I eat a burger dipped in cheese?
Like, it's just a wet cheeseburger. What is that?
But yeah. So that was my weakness: burgers, oxtail, cookies, cupcakes.
That's funny you started with oxtail because you were like, it's like a steak. I was like, that's the cheap meal, a steak, bro.
It's just good, bro. I actually just ordered one right now. It's probably at the house. Ordered it from DoorDash. I gotta tell my girl to pick it up. Let me see. We doing to the oxtails this week. See, she already know. She's
like, they're already in the house, baby. I put them in the freezer for you. That's a good woman right there.
Exactly. Boom. Yeah. So yeah, oxtail is my go-to, man. But that's about it. But I get closer to the show. I'm so focused. I want to win so bad. I'm so competitive. I'm not gonna cheat. You're always gonna crave it. Don't get me wrong. Every time I'm driving home and I look at crumble, I'll be like, I'm pretty lean. I mean, I could probably get away with one, but I'm not gonna do it because the last thing I want to do is step on stage and be like, I could have won, but I messed it up.
But I had that one crumble cookie, bro.
It's not worth it. I've been there actually too. It's not worth it.
I mean, that's part of the discipline of being a bodybuilder. There's a lot of discipline that comes with it, you know?
Like, I think people think we're different. Like, oh, it's easy for you. You can do that. Yeah. I'm like, it's not easy for me. I get just as hungry and cravings as you. Like, I'll sit there at night sometimes and be like, oh, I got it. But I don't keep it on me. Yeah. So I never keep it on me because I don't think I'm any better than anybody else. But if there's a Ben & Jerry's right in that freezer, I might have a weak moment and be like, oh, just one scoop. You take one scoop, one more, and then this shit's gone.
And then that's a wrap.
I've been there before when I was younger. You just got to learn.
Now you got to make eye contact with the Ben & Jerry's, beat a sweat rolling down and be like, I'm better than that.
Exactly.
I don't need it.
Now I'm going to be like, okay, I might not have any fats all day just so I can have 2 scoops of peanut butter at night. And then when you're that hungry and depleted, peanut butter tastes like Nutella, you know? Obviously right now, because I'm eating more food, if I have no craving for peanut butter, I don't want to, it would just taste like peanut butter. Yeah. But when you're really depleted and like real hungry, not fake, people think that, oh, I'm hungry. You're not hungry. You just want to go eat. Yeah. When you're really hungry, it's not like your brain telling you. Every fiber of your being is like,
you need food.
Yeah. Like,
get it in us.
I'll go lightheaded, like, oh, like, you know, it's that bad. So that's just a different level. But it makes everything feel better because now when you eat, you can eat. Imagine eating a piece of tilapia, white fish, and broccoli, and you fucking it up. Oh my God! So that's when you know you're hungry. Because if I give you broccoli and tilapia, if you be like, "Hey, I'm hungry, let's go eat," here goes tilapia and broccoli. Ew.
I kind of be down though. I'll fuck it
up. but most people, that's how you know you're not hungry. Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm starving. Ooh, have a piece of chicken breast. There you go. Ew. Yeah. If you say ill, you ain't hungry. Trust me, you ain't hungry if you're saying ill to any food. So. You know.
So you said you were in a relationship. Sounds like y'all live together.
We do, yeah.
And you mentioned that you started dating in New York, right? Yeah. So how long you been with her?
So she's actually from the Bay Area, Cali. She was in New York because she was going to Columbia for theater. Okay. At the time, I lived down the block from Columbia. You know, so New York is mosh posh. So you literally have condos in Columbia. And down the block, I'm in the projects, right? Yeah. But that being said, out of all the projects you could be in, you would rather be in the projects in Manhattan next to Columbia.
There you go.
That's the best case projects to be in because I could walk a block down and feel like, you know, I'm bougie. Like, I'm bougie. Come on, man.
Y'all didn't see me walk from there.
No, I came from that way. Hey, how's everybody doing? Everybody, you know, so it wasn't that bad. So, but funny enough, I didn't meet her when I was down the block from her. I met her at the gym in Harlem. New York Sports Club, and she was doing pull-ups. And I pulled up on her. I was like, "Oh, you form pretty good." You know how some guys, they try to correct you. Don't correct them. Compliment them.
Yeah.
Do they be like, "Whoa, I can't even do that many pull-ups. Whoa, that's amazing. Wow, yeah." But I'll be seeing around. This your main gym.
That's funny because I was going to ask you about like gym rizz. Like, how do you approach a girl at the gym? So you're like a success story, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I hear so much people say, like if you're like a fit guy, correct them. But girls don't
they don't like that shit.
Girls hate when you correct them.
She'd be like, "Is this man mansplaining me at the gym?" Like,
exactly.
No.
I've seen because Bradley Martin does that. What should a guy say? And the girl's like, "No, don't correct me."
Hell no.
Especially if she's fit. So this is what she does. Imagine that's like a girl coming up to me and be like, "Hey, your bench form is off." I'll be like,
"Yeah,
who are you talking to?" So you don't want that. Compliments work, but I don't think you should lead with too much compliment. You shouldn't be like, "Hey, what's up? Oh, yo, those shoes." Oh, no, you actually could do that. You could do the shoes.
I feel like compliments are good as long as they're not super physical. Yeah.
Don't be like,
in the gym. I feel like you can compliment their physique.
Yeah,
but
to a point.
There's a fine line between complimenting someone's physique and their hard work and their dedication, and just being like fucking weird and creepy.
100%. If a girl like literally looks like she competes, you could be like, "Oh, you compete? Oh, what division you do?" Like if you compete, you do fake, and you got a great physique for that. But I think the average girl, you probably shouldn't mention the physique.
No, don't mention it.
I think sneaky. What are those?
The work ethic. That's what you want to compliment.
Exactly. So I think that was the best bet. Or you could even lead into it. You could be like, "Wow, that was good form," whatever. Oh, what shoes are that? That's the Huaraches. Boom. And then from then on,
that's a wrap.
Yeah, we went on a couple of dates, and that was a wrap. That was a wrap. So we've been together since before we moved here. So 7 years now.
That's a long time, bro.
But I never thought I'd see the day, because at that point neither of us had been in a relationship like longer than like a year.
Yeah.
So at the time I couldn't. But it doesn't feel like 7 years. It feels like time flies. It feels like
time flies when you're with someone you like, bro.
I agree.
Someone you love, it's like that shit's easy. A lot of people are like, "Oh, relationships are hard." If your relationship's hard, you're probably in the wrong one.
Exactly.
To be honest.
And you need a healthy amount of space, especially for men. I think men, we need our like moments alone in the man cave and shit like that. So she travels for work a lot. So right now she's back and forth from Atlanta. Like before, she was back and forth from LA. She's been back and forth from Canada. It makes the heart grow fonder. Cause I noticed you in the same exact place for a year straight, no break. Sometimes you start getting pet peeves. I don't like when she chews her gum that hard. Hey, you mind not chewing that gum like that?
You breathing like that? Like,
Why you keep opening the bathroom door without knocking?
Yeah.
You didn't have no siblings. That's why you supposed to knock. Can you not? But then when they leave for a couple months to come back, everything's perfect. You're like, I don't care. Just come here, sit down.
Yeah.
You don't think about these things.
I miss you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you want that missing sometimes. It's good for that. So I think it's perfectly fine. It's healthy. She doesn't like that she's away so long, but little does she know that I like the balance. I like the balance. I like the balance going back and forth. Some guys, when the girl leaves, they happy as she's out of here.
Like, I
don't get like that, but I appreciate the space sometimes too, without sounding rude. But I do appreciate some space. It just makes me more fond of her.
That's part of a relationship, bro. I tell all my girl, because I'm in a relationship as well, and I tell her all the time, like, baby, sometimes I'm gonna need this weekend to like work on this podcast, to work on music, to take care of my work, whatever it is. And she's completely understanding. She's always like, take your space. I want you to succeed. I want you to get that done, whatever. So it's cool to have someone that supports you like that on your side,
100%.
or just understands. Sometimes I'll just be like, I'm fucking annoyed. I need a day to myself. Like, take it.
Man, because it's difficult. I know in the past, when you're a driven, goal-orientated, driven guy, the last thing you want is a girl to make you like
distracted, bro.
Yeah, to make you feel guilty for working.
Oh, like, that's the worst
bro,
feeling.
You're the same one who want to get your nails done and your hair done.
Yeah.
But I'm working and this.
How are we gonna pay for that? Baby, make it make sense.
You want to pay? Go ahead, pay. So you can't just have everything. Oh, your man is under your arm all day, but somehow he makes a living. You can't. Yeah. So you have to understand. Bro, as a girl, you should be super grateful you have a driven man, because a lot of men ain't driven for shit. They're not doing shit. So I think you should be grateful. Not no like, hey babe, I'm going to the studio 1 a.m. Don't worry, it's not gonna be no girls there. Then it's kind of like, maybe we should look into this.
What did you mean by that? Why do you have to drop that part?
That's sus. You know, oh, you see, I'm going to the club, but we not clubbing. It's just like a work thing. And he's like, you've been going to this club a lot.
That's the third time this week, mister.
That's different. But you doing podcasts, you know, whatever the case is. Even if I go to Vegas, San Diego to collab and stuff, that's different. I mean, it's all on video. You see what I'm doing. You can call me anytime. So I think that's perfectly healthy. But yeah, she doesn't stop my grind. She's very supportive, and that's the only thing I could deal with. I wouldn't be able to deal with anybody who didn't support me. I don't care how cute you are, and that doesn't mean anything.
It really doesn't mean anything, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like the hotter, the crazier they come most of the time.
But I used to date bartenders and bottle girls when I used to bounce. Don't do that.
I can't recommend. They're fun.
Yeah, but
I can't recommend it.
No offense to anybody. I'm sure there's very nice girls who bartend and bottle girl. Generally speaking, you date those kind of girls, the 10s. Who are just like around all these guys all the time.
Yeah, and they have that attention on tap like that.
It's not like, good. Or you know, I don't want to. You know, followers is give or take. It depends. If you have 500K followers, but all you post is booty pics and all the guys leaving hard, like that's different. Right. Now, if you have a legit good following, but it's like supportive group of women, like woman empowerment, I love you, girl, that's different. You can actually first of all make money off of that, because if you sell a product, the girl's gonna buy it. You're not just doing it for attention.
Yeah, but if the product is the girl, like
that's a problem. Yeah. I don't know if I could date a girl who is the product. You know, if you compete and you post stage shots in a bikini, that's different. Yeah, but there's a difference. You can tell when the girl is posting just to get attention versus not. I don't think I could date a girl like that. I'm not into the center of attention girl. I like the low key girl next door.
Humble girl.
Yeah, just chilling. It's not that deep. You don't have to, you know. My ex used to get like dolled up to go to the supermarket. We in Trader Joe's.
We just going to bodega. Like,
yeah, well, come on. You got your lashes on. We in a bodega. Like, relax, you know. Yeah. That's kind of, I don't really like that. You know, at that age, you know, when you're that young, it's kind of like looks mean a little bit too much. So. You know, like, oh, she's really pretty. But who cares?
That's and I feel like that's the thing. A lot of young guys, especially, that's really the only thing they care about. They're
too much
like,
focus.
I just want her to be hot. Like, she got to be hot, and it's like, bro.
There's so much more to that.
Yeah.
There's so much more to that, you know. So, and looks fade, man. The looks fade. So when the looks start fading, even they could look the same, but being with somebody 5 years. It doesn't stand out to you as much. Even if they look just as attractive, you're not gonna every day wake up, wow, you're so beautiful. Eventually, they're just your partner, so it becomes normal, you know. So
I'll ask one more question, then we'll wrap this up.
All right, bet. I've been holding my pee in for man long.
Yeah, I have too. My bladder's like, all right, let's put an end to this.
We're gonna have to race to the bathroom after this.
But this could probably be a quick question, because I just want to know, like, obviously you've been with your girl for 7 years, but like, has dating as a bodybuilder have anything to do with the relationship? Has it been harder, easier? Because you've been with the same girl, so I imagine you guys have kind of grown together, and she's been along the journey the whole time, you know?
I think most bodybuilders have huge issues dating. Yeah. Because they're so focused on their craft. And a lot of bodybuilders get into it for maybe the wrong reasons. I don't want to say wrong, because your reason is I can't tell you what's right or wrong, but sometimes it's the guys who've been bullied all their lives, or maybe they weren't good at anything, but they found something they could be as good as they put the energy to. So with all due respect, a lot of bodybuilders are kind of weirdos at heart. You might not be.
That's in every craft, bro. You know, like the top of every craft, you get to know them, and you're like,
somebody guy. Bro. So whereas, listen, don't get me wrong, I'm all in on bodybuilding when it's time. When I'm outside of prep or off season, I can completely turn it off and be a normal guy. I can party and jump on the bar and have a good time and go. Where some bodybuilders, no, can I bring my meals there? I'm not going. I'm not. But life is too short for that. I give it my all when it's game time. When it's not, I make sure it further gives you more longevity. Yeah.
When you get burnt out, it's quick.
Yeah, so I always feel fresh. Now when I get into it, there's no regret. I can go all in and not regret. Like, am I like missing out on life? I'm never gonna miss out on life. Listen, you put yourself in the hole. My mom is in her 60s. Realistically, average lifespan for a woman, what, 75, 80? We got 10, 15 more summers together. I waste all of those. Oh, mom, I can't come because I got to be on my diet. Yeah. And then by the time I'm done, we got like 4 years left until she's gone.
And you don't get to enjoy that.
Come on, man. Like, yeah. So don't be a meathead. Like, don't be too much of a meathead. It's okay to, even when I'm at the gym, he'll tell you like, when I'm, the only time I'm all in, when I'm in my set, when I put my belt on, sniff the salt, and I'm looking at the weight, I'm all in. I'll train with the best of them. I'll be, I'll bury anybody in training. But in between sets, bro, I'm joking, I'm dancing, I'm having a good time.
It's
you
lighthearted, it's fun.
Yeah, you don't have to have your headphones on and be looking at, and not looking back.
Fucking summoning demons and shit. Like,
no, you only need that right before your heavy set.
Yeah.
Then the rest of the workout, I'm having fun chopping it up. Like, you make it fun. I bodybuild because I enjoy it. I love the competition and I enjoy it. I'm not doing it because I want to be this badass or have a chip on my shoulder because nobody took me seriously. So so that's the thing. So I can I can play both. So those kind of guys, their love life is a mess. They're single almost their whole life, and then when bodybuilding is done, they're in their 50s, and now they're trying to meet somebody. That's usually what happens for me. No, that when I'm in prep, my girl knows, give me some space. I'm not that energetic, but any little break I have right after the show, I'm like, babe, let's go to Disneyland. Boom, let's go see. Yeah, let's go see Little Mermaid in 4D, Fast and Furious in 4D. Let's go to Universal Studios. Let's go here. Let's travel here. But just know, in a couple more weeks, I'm 8 weeks out. So when I'm 4 weeks out, that ain't happening.
It's game time.
Yeah, so go hang out with your girlfriends at that point. I ain't hanging. But for now, I'll make it up for you now, and then it's game time. But it's balance.
Yeah,
it's balance. It's always you. There has to be, people say they can't be balanced to be the best. There has to be balance.
There has to be balance in everything. It's a yin and a yang. That's what life's about.
There has to be. I think I would burn out if I was just all year long watching Ronnie Coleman videos and eating chicken breasts. But when this prep is over, I ain't gonna see another tilapia chicken breast for about 5 months.
It's all crumble cookies.
All
in the
crumble
cookie
cookies,
dealer, bro.
I'll eat it till I burn out, and then I get back on diet, basically. But you gotta have fun, man. You gotta make everything fun. What you do, Even this is fun. This is part of it.
Dude,
I love podcasts.
I hope you enjoyed your time, bro. And again, thank you for coming on the Frequency, bro. It was a pleasure having you, getting to know you a little bit.
The pleasure's all mine. Thanks for having me, man. I love doing podcasts. I mean, I did my own podcast for years. It did pretty well. I haven't been too consistent with it recently, but I'm probably gonna reboot it here soon after this competition, probably, and see what it was.
You should, bro. You got a lot of good insight. I think people would love to tune into that.
Thank you, bro.
So before we wrap up, just so that people can find you, just go ahead, shameless plug all your Insta, TikTok, whatever you got going on.
So my Instagram and TikTok are both at baidifarl. So just Baidi, BODYFARL. YouTube, Baidi, BAIDIFARL. And I don't be on Facebook. I don't be on Snapchat.
Nah, that's grandma activity, bro.
Yeah.
Facebook, come on.
That's definitely grandma activity. Yeah. I think Snapchat is for like high school kids.
Yeah, that's toddler activity.
and Facebook is definitely giving grandma action.
Yeah, you got to stay in your lane.
And then if you want coaching, you could email me at baidifarl, BAIDIFARL, at iCloud.com.
Awesome. Well, pleasure having you, bro. Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate you, brother.
Of course, man.
That was fucking dope. That was a good one.